Hey guys, so this is how you're going to create a Shopify online store to sell digital products or online courses. So the very first thing that you're going to do is of course to go to shopify.com and then sign up for an account. Now when signing up for an account, Shopify is going to prompt you to answer all of these questions and all of these cards. This will later on help you with setting up your online store. So I suggest that while you are answering these prompts, you answer these honestly. So the first thing that it's going to ask you is where would you like to sell? Since we want to sell digital products or online courses, an online store that creates a fully customizable website is the most recommended for us. Now, if you also want to share your digital products or online courses to other websites or online marketplaces, you can also check this box right here. Or if you want to sell in a retail store, if you have an existing website or blog already, in-person events or social media. But if you want to sell only digital products and online courses, I suggest to check off this box right here, an online store and online marketplaces, as well as social media. Maybe if you want to reach out for more audiences, and if you already have a blog, you can also do this. After that, just click on next. And then is this shop for a new or existing business? So all you have to do is to choose whether you are a business. If you are a new business or you are already an existing business, it also helps Shopify to add more tools that could help you, maybe if you are a beginner or if you need more assistance. So let's just say I'm already an existing business since I have already an experience with Shopify. Now, what size is your business? So if you're a small business, you should make less than $250,000 annually. If you're a medium business, you make at least $250,000 to $1 million annually. And then if you are a large business, you make more than $1 million annually. Let's just say that I'm a small business and hit on next. Now, do you currently sell on other platforms? So if you are not using any platforms, you can just say, no, I'm not using any platform. But if you are, you can just click anything right here. If you're already selling on Shopify, maybe you can also tick this box. Now let's hit on next. And then what do you plan to sell? Do you make products yourself? Do you do drop shipping products? Do you do print on demand products, services, or digital products? Since we want to sell again digital products and services, let's do that. If you cannot decide right now, you can just say I'll decide later if you maybe just want to set up your store first. And then after that, you can start signing up for a free trial. So I'm just going to sign up with my Google account. Of course, you can use any account that you want. You can also do Facebook, or you can directly sign up with your Shopify account. Now let's just confirm my sign up. And then right here, you can actually choose the best plan for you already. You have here the $1. All of these are actually $1 only to sort of try their software. But if you don't want it yet, you just want to try it out and just say skip. So now that we already have our online store, I'm just going to take you to a tour to your website. So this is your homepage where you can find your dashboard. This is also where you have your tasks. So basically Shopify is helping you to create your first product and to build your online store. You also have here your order section, products, customer, marketing, discounts, content, markets, and analytics. And then here is your online store. So let's click on our online store to set it up. So right here, you can see your online store. If you want to view it, you can just click on view your store. And then if you want to customize your online store, just click on customize right here. And then it will automatically take you to the website editor or your store editor. You have your header, templates, of course. In order for you to do this, you already have an automatic online store that comes when you're signing up for a Shopify. So all you have to do really is to just find a theme that you want. So you can find your popular themes right here, and then you can just click on this add, and it will automatically be added as one of your websites. You can see here in your theme library. So if you want to set up a store to this specific template or theme, you can just click on this customize right here and then add your products. But anyway, one of the things that is important for you to note is every time you add a product to your online store, or anytime you add a product here on Shopify, it automatically gets added to your store. You don't really have to do it anymore. It is automated. So all you have to do is to tweak some titles, some texts on your website. You don't really have to worry about your website a lot because it is most likely automated when you create your Shopify store. Now, let's move on to creating some products, which is the most important aspects, of course, when creating an online store. So the first thing that you're going to do is to go over here to add product section. You can also access it from the products and then click on this add product to add a new product. But if you already have an existing one, you can also just click on import. But let's click on add product. Since we're going to sell a digital product, it's not going to be different, but there are some things that you have to tweak. So let's first add a title. So let's say this is for a job consultation, and then we are going to add a description for this. I'm just going to say this is the description. I highly suggest that you create your own. Make sure that it describes your product best. You can also edit this by generating this text right here if you want. You also have different formattings. You can do headings, block codes, and then your bold, italic, underline, color, alignment, and several other options that you can use. You can also add an image right here and a video. Maybe if you have a link to a YouTube video that you created for this product. And then here you can also add a media. I suggest that you add a media because this helps your customers to be drawn to your product more. So let's just choose this photo right here that I got from Pexels. And then Shopify is going to select a category for you automatically. You can also add more media, by the way. And then in the category, you can see here that it says consulting services already. Again, it automatically sets up a category for you based on your title and description and media. Now, you can set the pricing right here. Let's say the pricing per call is 500 pesos in my currency. Maybe this is like a compare at price, which makes your audience think that it is on sale. And then you can do cost per item, but I think it is best for physical products instead of services. So let's just keep it at that. We don't really have to have inventory since this is a digital product and service. So you can just ignore this part. And then for shipping, let's remove this check right here because we are not going to ship anything. We can also add several variants like color or sizes, but we don't need that because this is not for a physical product once again. And this is your search engine listing. So if you don't know what search engine listing is, this is basically what will appear in your on your customers and when they search for your product or when it appears on their Google search. Now, you can also have product organization right here. You can add type, vendor, collections, and tags. Maybe if you want to add it to a collection, maybe just the home page. And then you can add tags right here. Let's say it is for calls, add calls, and then consultations. This one can help your product to be more visible, especially in the search engine of Google. And then you can add a theme template as well, default product, and it will, again, like I said earlier, this will automatically be added to your website already. So you don't have to do anything other than edit this product. And then hit on save once you're done and satisfied with how it looks like. As you can see here, our product is created. Yeah, you can see this. Congratulations, you added your first product. We can continue setting up our store if you want to tweak it a little bit. Yeah, that is how you create a Shopify online store to sell digital products or online courses.